Hello guys, welcome to our presentations. We are from Group C of Drama Analysis subject from English Literature major from Semarang State University. Will present you about character and characterizations of Oedipus plays. So our group member are Bintang Priyanto Putri, Feroza Afinadya, Fadhila Melinia, and Attaya Tsamara Zahra. And so the first topic will be presented by Fadhila Melinia.
The first character is Oedipus. Oedipus is the protagonist of Oedipus Rex. He is a king of Thebes and he is the lead character that has a tragical fate in the story. He abandoned as a baby by his father, King Laius, and Queen Jocasta of Thebes. Oedipus is fated to kill his father and marry his mother. However, despite his terrible fate, Oedipus is an admirable character. His character is complex and well-formed, allowing us to sympathize and feel pity for him. Some of Oedipus' most admirable traits are his determination, commitment to truth and justice, and his desire to be a good king to Thebes' people. The next character is the priest. The priest of Zeus, as representative of people, first appearing in the prologue of the play. He served as the character foil of the protagonist Oedipus. He is a very smart person since he is an elder. When he talks to Oedipus, he shows a lot of respect. Although he respects Oedipus, he wants him to find an answer to the problem the city of Thebes is facing. Wants the best things for the people who are in Thebes, since many are dying. The next character is Creon. Creon is Oedipus' brother-in-law. He is Jocasta's brother and also the uncle of Oedipus. Creon has a big role. He is introduced in the beginning of the story as a messenger. Creon is portrayed as a royal man. He shows himself to be honest, forthright, and even-tempered. The best example of Creon's reasonable nature happens when Oedipus accuses him of conspiracy. Instead of getting mad at his paranoid brother-in-law, Anipu, Creon offers an rational explanation as to why he has no desire to Oedipus' crown.
Alright, the first one is chorus. We can see the picture of chorus, right? And yeah, the chorus represent the elder citizen of Thebes reacting to the event of the play. The chorus speaks as one voice or sometimes through the voice of its leader. It praises, dumps, cowers in fear, asks or offers advice, and generally helps the audience interpret the play. Also, I have quotation here. For the example, if ever once in the past you stopped some ruined lounge against our walls, you heard the flame of pain, a pain far from Thebes, you gods, come now, come down once more. The next one, Teiresias. We can see the picture. He bring a walking stick and someone or child beside him is a boy. I will explain who boy is. Teiresias, he is a blind prophet. He knows each and everything but refuses to disclose it to Oedipus Rex. Teiresias is physically blind, then Oedipus Rex is mentally blind. He's well-wisher of thieves, but also doesn't want to harm the king while disclosing the reality. Tiresias emerged as a powerful, even admirable character in the Oedipus the King. And quotation, just send me home. You bear your burdens, I'll bear mine. It's better that way, please believe me. Okay, the next one is boy. You can see from the picture, right? Actually, if you read the story, if you read the Oedipus King, there is no quotation, there is no words that boy said based on the story, but I found like sentence that tell us who boy is. The quotation is Tiresias led by a small boy. And who is boy? Boy is attendant on Tiresias. We know that Tiresias blind, so he needs someone, it is boy, to accompany him wherever Tiresias goes.
Okay, Jocasta. Much like Oedipus, Jocasta is a tragic figure because her action led to her downfall. Whether she is a victim of fate or victim of her own hubris is up to interpretation. Much like Oedipus, Jocasta is guilty of hubris, or attempting to defy the gods. Characterization of Jocasta. Queen Jocasta is sensible of a spoken she tells Oedipus' crown for getting into bad argument when the Theban people are dying of the plague. She is positioned as mediator, someone who brings balance to Oedipus' time and pride. According Jocasta, however, once become clear that Oedipus will not be deterred from pursuing information. Jocasta is forced to confront her queen, unable to handle the same, having committed incest. The hangs herself and Oedipus use the boxes from her dress to blind himself. The messenger, a man who came from the palace to announce the death of the queen of the bleeding of Oedipus, a man who tell of the deaths of Antigone, Haemon, and Eurydice, the messenger who bring news of Polybus' death, freed the baby Oedipus from his uncle Bendy and gave him to Polybus' Merop. Character of the messenger. The messenger from the Korean and from Oedipus, the king Polybus and queen Merop Conrin were not actual parents. The messenger himself gave Oedipus as baby to Corinthian king or the queen. He got the baby from the bands apart whom he met. In the words Oedipus' uncles were pinned together at the time. In Greek, the name Oedipus means swollen ankles. Came upon a baby the set of mouth children. Near Thebes he freed the baby's ankles, which were pinned together, and gave the baby Polybus to rise and skiff. This baby grew up to be Oedipus, who still walked with a limp because of the injury to his ankles. When Oedipus asked for more details about who his parents were, the messenger said he doesn't know, but was given the baby by another who has served the laws.
Antigone, sister of Eteocles and Polynices, niece of Creon and Eurydice, sister of Ismene, fiancée to Haman. She is bold and thoughtful, takes chances, and is swift to judge. She feels the heaviness of duty to her family name and to the gods, and to her they are one and the same. She is strong, intense, and full of love. Often to a fault, she feels a heaviness of duty to her family name and to the gods, and to her they are one and the same. She is inspired by her deviance, and she is proud, compassionate, and accessible, which give her a gravitas she has never had before. She is a leader, but she lacks supporters. Haunted by her family's curse, she wants to redeem herself by acts of radical love. But sees her fate as revenge for the curse. Characterization of Antigone. Indirect characterization is the use of dialogue, actions, or appearance to reveal character. In Antigone, by Sophocles, the character of Antigone is revealed primarily through the dialogue and her actions. She plans to ignore Creon's order and bury Polyneices in the first 50 lines. However, in contrast to his father, Antigone has an outstanding ability to recall the past. Antigone is much more risky than Oedipus because of her acute knowledge of her own past, especially in Creon. Ismene. Ismene, Oedipus' daughter, appears at the end of Oedipus the King, and to a minor extent in Oedipus at Colonus and Antigone. Ismene's small role highlights her sister's grandeur and bravery. Ismene is afraid of assisting Antigone in burying Polyneices, but offers to perish alongside Antigone when Creon sentences her to death. Antigone, on the other hand, refuses to let her sister martyred for what she does not have the guts to fight for. Characterization of Ismene. Ismene, the smiling, talkative, good girl of the house, is blonde, full-figured, and radiantly gorgeous. She is sensible and understands her position, submitting to Creon's edict and trying to persuade Antigone not to revolt. She is Antigone's foil. She is bereaved and horrified by her family's desecration. She is plagued by childhood tragedy and her family's curse, so she is risk-averse and finds refuge in strict social structure. She is a follower, hesitant to deceive. She tries to do what right but is fearful to conflict. She is suicidal and scared of life without family. She ultimately clings to her only remaining family member. And then the servant. The servant is an old shepherd, a former slave of Lois, who is the one murder witness left alive, and who is supposed to have killed the baby Oedipus, but could not bring himself to do it. Thank you. That's it, the end of our presentation from Group C. Thank you so much and have a nice day.